Welcome to Truth, Money, and Freedom. Today is Monday, May 7th, 2019. Hey gang, this is a video that's about 2 weeks overdue. A lot of you know I've been doing some silver videos recently, and it's really about the price of silver, and it really can't go much lower, so now is a really good time to buy. But I've been getting some questions on what I do. What does Timmy Chonga do? What silver do I get? So in order to do that, and I'm going to make this video as quickly as I can, I need to acknowledge two things here. The first thing is goldenstatemint.com, and I'll link them down below. And second is Silver Shield, and that's Chris Duane. Let me go back here. And Chris Duane creates what's called mini-mintages. So they're easy to find on this site. They're usually on the scrolling banner on the main page. But if you don't see it there, you go to 1 ounce silver coins and rounds and scroll down until you find mini mintage. This one's mini mintage, but this one's a proof. And scroll down. There it is right there. So here's a Chris Duane piece, and I say Chris Duane pieces. It's a Silver Shield group, and he's the guy who runs the Silver Shield group. But the mini mintages that Chris Duane creates is the purpose of this video, because people are asking me what kind of silver I get, where do I get it, and so I'm going to answer these questions for you today. And so basically, Chris Duane creates mini mintages, and what that is basically there's about a 7-day period in which people can place orders for a new mini mintage. And what you get is basically the mint strikes as many rounds as were ordered during that 7-day period before it was cut off. So some of these mintages are literally like 1,500, some of them are 15,000. You know, it just depends, you know, on how popular the pieces are, you know, what they look like. But I order these. This is what I've been getting. And this is what I've been doing for, I think Chris Duane has had his mini mintages on the Golden State Mint for about 2.5 years now. And if I remember, the first one was Obaminus, I believe. And I even started right back then. So for the last 2.5 years, almost every week, 75% of all the standard bullion mini mintages that he has done, I have acquired, and I usually get 5 of them. So when you go to the Golden State Mint and you get here, you click this little box, and basically it's saying, I understand this product is a pre-sale item, and the entire order containing the product may not ship before, and usually that date is about 5 weeks later, because it's not been minted yet. So I just pick up 5 of these, add to cart, I go back to continue shopping, and then the page refreshes, and I come down here, and I get the accompanying copper round, and I get 5 of those as well. Here's the reason why. This is why a lot of people do order basically the Silver Shield Group mini mintages, is because you can resell these on eBay, and oftentimes for, you know, and by the way, your mileage may vary. I'm going to throw some numbers out, but that's what I've seen on eBay. So, and not every single mini mintage does the same on eBay, but I've seen people literally get 200% profit on selling Chris Duane pieces on eBay. Once again, mini mintage pieces, not the ones that are continuously minted, but the mini mintages ones come with a certificate of authenticity. The copper rounds do not, but the silver rounds do. So what the plan is, if you want to get a lot of silver for free, what you can do is start with a meager order like I just, had done there. 5 of the silver, 5 of the copper rounds, same exact round, and except one's copper, one's, silver, obviously. But you will, when these arrive, you'll get a certificate of authenticity for the silver rounds, and then sell them as a pair. So you sell the copper and the silver round together as a pair, along with a certificate of authenticity, and spend a few bucks on some capsules. Put them in capsules, and then basically take pictures of them, put them on eBay, and generally you can make a lot more than you actually paid for them. And that includes even the fact that you look at the silver strikes. It's about $3 above spot price right now. I think spot is 14.91, I believe. So, and by the way, that's if you're purchasing with check, which is what I always do, electronic check. That way, I don't have to pay the extra for the credit card. But at any rate, so it's $3 over. Plus, you're going to pay a little bit of shipping for your order. In this case, this order would be. I could go up here real quick and look at this. I shouldn't have. I've been playing around with these numbers here to see what I can afford. Um, okay, so well, it's 15.5. Okay, here we go. The subtotal is $100, so it's going to be $107, $108 with the shipping. Shipping is $7.90. So basically, if you can turn around and sell these on eBay with the certificate of authenticity for $200, and then basically cover your shipping, you can come back and buy more Chris Dwayne pieces and do the same thing all over again with the next mini vintage that comes out. And just keep the cycle going, and you can actually acquire, some nice, start with 5 rounds, a meager 5 rounds of silver, 5 rounds of copper, sell them, and then come back and buy 8 or 9 the next time, and then sell those and come back and buy 15 or 16 the next time. You guys see how this works. Um, so, so that's why a lot of people like the Silver Shield mini mintages. Okay, now that's what other people like about them. Now I have to tell you, I have been buying a lot of Silver Shield pieces, the mini mintages, and others, by the way, and I've never sold any of them. I still have all of them. Have a hard time parting with them. But the reason why I like these pieces so much is because they are incredibly meaningful. I'm a libertarian. Those of you who listen to the channel has probably figured that out, and probably figured it out a long time ago. So I'm not real fond of politicians. I'm not real fond of bankers. I'm not a big fan of corporatism or, crony capitalism. I'm not a big fan of the banks using our military, to, enforce, what the bank's will is on the rest of the world. I could go on and on. These are things I've talked about in videos. Well, Chris Dwayne kind of has the same point of view as I do. So basically, these pieces encapsulate all the ideals of libertarianism, and indeed even some anarchy as well, which resonate with a lot of people, a lot of folks. A lot of people who stack silver are not real big fans of government, especially when you figure out how the government's been, with the banks, been manipulating the price of silver, indeed manipulating everything. Let's not stop at silver. They manipulate everything. So that's why I get Chris Dwayne pieces, because you could go with the old, well, I need to stack silver because someday it's going to be worth something. One of these days the government will stop manipulating it. One of these days, if it doesn't happen in my lifetime, then my kids will enjoy the silver and what it brings to them. I don't stack that way. That's not my mentality when I'm stacking. I actually enjoy stacking since I've started getting Chris Dwayne pieces. Silver Shield Group pieces are much more exciting and meaningful. There's a lot of eye candy here. There's a lot of stuff to look at in all the pieces that he creates. Um, and I can't stomach getting maples and silver eagles and kangaroos, getting more Philharmonics pieces. I mean, I'm done with that. And quite frankly, this is the same price as getting silver eagles anyway. So at any rate, that's what I do. I mean, I get the Chris Dwayne pieces, and Silver Shield Group has been around for a while. And let me say a few things here. First off, I'd like Chris Dwayne. I've interviewed him. I mean, he's a friend to Truth, Money, and Freedom, and we enjoy talking to him when we get a chance to. But I don't know if Chris will even see this video. I mean, he has no idea I'm making it. But I would just like to say a tip in my hat to you, sir. Thank you for everything you do. Not only do you create the most gorgeous silver rounds anyone can buy, but you provide a valuable education on your YouTube channel as well. And that is deeply appreciated. So basically, thank you for making silver stacking fun again. Thank you. and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And by the way, I know oftentimes I say my channel. It's not really my channel. I represent a larger group. And Chris, that point of view that I just expressed right now, if you happen to watch this video, believe me, it's shared by everyone in the group. Everyone appreciates you, and a lot of people in our group are buying your rounds. So I just wanted to say literally how much I appreciate what you do. But also, too, I need to give a tip of the hat to Golden State Mint. Wonderful folks, and I've been ordering from them ever since Chris Dwayne started doing his mini-mintages through them, which was roughly 2.5 years ago. I did have a problem with them at the very beginning with shipping, but that was resolved with a phone call, and they were easy to talk to. And I've been ordering ever since for 2.5 years. Many orders, many orders in the last 2.5 years from those guys. But also want to point out a few other things that Chris Dwayne does with the Silver Shield Group. Let's go back to our 1 ounce silver rounds and coins. And that's, he does proofs. And those are a little more expensive. It's a double strike. So actually it's a much better looking coin. It's an inverse looking coin usually. But this one I'm actually thinking about buying. In fact, I probably will buy these with the others this week. Again, very beautiful, meaningful, wonderful. They tell a tale. Every single coin, tells you, basically tells you part of the story of how corrupt the system is. But in this piece, you've got a black swan, and everyone who watches our channel knows what a black swan is. You got a college kid who has stepped in the bear trap of debt, while his Starbucks coffee is flying out of his hand. I love the basically up here, you got the price or the dollar sign on his graduation hat from college. It's just a lot of stuff going on here that's really awesome that I really do appreciate. And incidentally, these proofs cost more. They're double strikes, so it's still 1 ounces of silver, but you could probably double that selling it on eBay. Now, don't take my word for it. Now, I'm not a financial consultant, nor am I guaranteeing you results. And by the way, I do not work for Chris Dwayne. And indeed, I assure you, he has no idea I'm even making this video. But I'm just letting you know what I am doing, because a lot of people have asked, especially since I started doing a lot of silver videos in the last 2 weeks. But I have never sold any Chris Dwayne pieces, but I know people personally who do, and they're doing very good on selling them. Now, I kind of been a hold off for a while, and I probably will start selling some of them, because I literally started when he did the switch over from the Silver Shield private group into the Golden State Mint. And so at any rate, I do have coins that were very low mintages and just aren't available on eBay, and I probably will be able to do quite well with those. And that way I can get even more Chris Dwayne pieces. But I guarantee you, if I start selling Chris Dwayne pieces, I will keep 1 coin of each mintage. I will never let them go. They're just beautiful, awesome coins. And I'm once again, Chris, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for making stacking fun. This has also been instrumental in making stacking much more fun for my family, my daughter. And so once again, it's deeply appreciated that you actually make this not so much a chore, but you make it actually fun, educational, and you just get us away from the doldrums of the state mints that are out there. So thank you once again, Chris. Thank you to the Golden State Mint. And if anyone has any questions, or if I didn't explain anything well enough about how to order or whatever, please leave comments down below. And thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to listen to Truth, Money, and Freedom. We appreciate all of you. We love all of you. Have a wonderful day. May God bless you all.